Welcome to RMM Help. In this session we provide an overview of staff records in RMM. All staff related records and code files are in administration and staff management. This presents a list of our staff which is sorted by staff code here on the left, and we can sort and filter this list as required. To view staff records, we can either use Select All and View Selected Staff, or alternatively, if we want to select one or more records, then we can use View Selected, or alternatively, if it's a single record we want to view, we just double click on it. So this then presents our staff details in a tab form. We can upload a picture. It shows all of our staff information here, and some of this information is derived from drop-down lists, and we'll discuss those code files shortly. We've also got a tab for absence, so we can see that we can record our holidays and if someone's away for training in here, and our training courses that the staff member has achieved. So we use these staff records when they're created like this to allocate work. So during help desk operation or setting up our PPMs, we can identify an individual because we've got their training skills, etc., and the grades as we've got over here, and that's used to be able to calculate the labour element of a job cost. We use the staff records when we're booking equipment out on loan in the library module, and to identify staff members who contribute to departmental training targets in training needs analysis, TNA. That's up here. This is an optional product in RMM for our enterprise users. So staff management enables our staff records to be created and maintained. So once they're created, we would typically be updating them with things like their training courses and skills achieved, together with all of these user-definable fields, which we'll now look at. The first one that we'll look at is staff grades, and in this form we have a staff number, a grade, these are user definable, and then we have three grades: a basic rate, an overtime rate, and a special rate. Now I must emphasize that these rates are not related in any way to pay. The grades are used only for costing the labour element of a job, and up to three grades may be created and stored against a staff member, and then all three grades are available during our work feedback. Then we have staff designations. Historically they were referred to as trades, and this is a work title which is used to group our staff members together to make identification easier, certainly when issuing work. So as an example, if we were going to issue a job on a piece of medical equipment, if we were to select electronic engineer as I've highlighted there, it would only have our electronic engineers in that staff drop-down list. So it makes it more efficient dealing with it that way. We then have our staff courses, and I'll identify a course from the drop-down list. So these staff courses are used to identify skills and competencies that our staff members have, and they're used optionally to prevent untrained staff from being allocated to work on a specific equipment model. or to be used with issuing with a model from a library pool. So the staff courses also help us to meet the guidelines set out by the NHS Litigation Authority that produced the guidelines for our training needs analysis, to enable training targets for individuals and departments to be set up and monitored for compliance, and for us to be able to handle ongoing refresher courses and assessments. So those tick boxes here for assessment and refresher courses, we can actually put a period in months, and that will automatically calculate the refresher date or the assessment date in our training needs analysis. We suggest you look at the help videos for the control file, models and templates, and TNA for more details on how to implement these optional untrained staff options. And this concludes the overview of staff records in ResMan.